In the dim alleyways of post-revolutionary Russia, a man moved like smoke, silent, unnoticed, deadly. His name was Sidney Reilly, though it wasn't the name he was born with. No one knew for certain who he really was. What they knew was this: wherever Reilly appeared, secrets changed hands, governments shifted, and people disappeared. Born in the Russian Empire, he reinvented himself in the West, claiming different paths depending on the company. Some said he'd trained as a doctor. Others whispered of an aristocratic bloodline. The truth lay buried beneath a dozen aliases and a talent for deception that left even his allies uneasy. In 1904, during the Russo-Japanese War, Reilly infiltrated Russian military circles in the Far East. He seduced a naval officer's wife, extracted military secrets from her and handed them to the Japanese, tipping the balance of the war. Later, in Germany, he walked into arms factories as a supposed investor and walked out with blueprints of cutting-edge weapons. By the time World War I broke out, Reilly wasn't just any spy. He was a legend whispered about in the corridors of power. But it was in 1918, amid the blood and ash of the Russian Revolution, that Reilly launched his most daring operation, the overthrow of Lenin's government. Operating under false papers in Petrograd, he plotted to spark a coup that would shatter Bolshevik rule before it could cement. He bribed Red Army guards, recruited disillusioned revolutionaries, and set the stage for what would have been one of the boldest power plays in modern history. But the Soviets were not blind. The Cheka, Lenin's ruthless secret police, discovered the plot. In the chaos that followed, dozens were arrested, including Reilly's alleged co-conspirator, British diplomat Robert Lockhart. Reilly himself vanished. Some said he escaped in disguise, slipping past checkpoints dressed as a priest. Others believed he never left Russia at all. For years, he remained a ghost, living perhaps in exile, always in motion. Then in 1925, the Soviets lured him back. They staged a fake resistance group and sent word to Reilly. The underground needed him. Reilly, either desperate or too confident to resist, took the bait. He crossed into Soviet territory, walked straight into the trap, and was arrested. What happened next is murky. The Soviets claimed they executed him. No trial, no witnesses, no body, just a file, stamped and sealed, marked traitor. But rumors began to spread. Some said Reilly was never shot, that he'd turned or escaped yet again, that he was living in South America or Canada under yet another name. British intelligence, as always, denied everything. What remained was the myth. Sidney Reilly, the man of 100 faces, had become something more than mortal. A spy so effective, so elusive, so dangerous, that even his death couldn't be confirmed. Whether he died in a Soviet prison or vanished into the fog of history, one thing